Hello and welcome to Candid Conversation. Joining us today as our guest is the General Secretary of BJP, Mr. Madhav. So thank you for joining us. So my first question to you is that a jump from RSS to BJP, you've been looked as a reformist. Now, how do you feel in your new role in BJP?
It's no longer a new role. I've been in the party for almost 1 year now. You know, I'm an RSS Pracharak. I'm a full-time activist of the RSS. In the RSS, our training is that whatever work is assigned to us, we have to do it with our heart and soul into it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do my best in this new field.
Any vision you have as a spokesperson or General Secretary of BJP? Anything in your mind? Because your passion you've been considered as a think tank. So now you want to take forward BJP. What exactly your vision is in that?
No, my commitment, you call it, or my passion, you call it, is to strengthen and work for the organization. There is a lot that needs to be done to strengthen the organization at various levels, especially, you know, under Prime Minister Modi. Youth is attracted to the party in big numbers. Everywhere youth are looking up to the party with great enthusiasm. We have to rope them in, we have to engage them in the party activity.
Right.
So that will be my first priority and my passion.
So the rumors or the talk of the town is that you are going to be enrolled in the cabinet. What exactly is the truth?
No, as you rightly described, they are all just rumors. I am a full-time functionary of the RSS. We are only supposed to work for the organization. And again, my commitment and my passion is to work for the BJP party as an organization, as an activist of the organization.
You don't want to be part of any of the ministry?
No, my priority, as I said, my priority and my passion, both are to work for the party.
So what were the major decisions that happened in the National Executive meeting?
You know, this National Executive that happened at Bangalore, in a way very historic meeting of the party. Party has seen a very successful 1 year. Ever since the parliament elections in the last 1 year, we have registered massive electoral victories in 7 out of 8 states that went to polls, but also in the local bodies elections in a number of states. BJP's electoral victory graph is on the ascent. At the same time, organizationally, we have crossed a new milestone. Today, we are closing in. We are going to have 10 crore members in the party. That makes us the largest political party in the world. It's a historic thing for BJP. So this National Executive was held in the backdrop of these electoral and organizational victories. So naturally, we are looking forward, and we have decided to continue this electoral victory yatra in the coming months and coming years. Obviously, Bihar is going to polls. We have started preparations for Bihar elections. We would like to win that state in this year. Next year also, early next year, we have polls for 3-4 states. There also we will try and get maximum political victories, electoral victories. On the other hand, we have 10 crore new members in the party. We have to introduce party ideology, party programs to them. Then towards that end, we have to train our cadres. On these fronts also, we have devised organizational programs. Next 3 months, starting from 1st May, we will be having a mass contact campaign, Jan Sampark Abhiyan.
How is that going to happen?
As I said, we have enrolled 10 crore members through SMS, through mobile phones. Now, we have to go and contact them directly. A physical contact has to be established. Okay. For that, our cadres will reach out to them, to every village, to every polling booth area. They will meet these people, hand over some party literature to them, explain to them about the party, introduce party to them. This process will take about 3 months' time, starting from 1st May. After that, we will undertake a massive training program activity. We want to train close to 15 lakh cadres all over the country. In the training, we will train our cadres on parties' ideological issues, parties' organizational matters, but also on how to run a political campaign, how to win elections, and all these matters we will train our cadres. By the end of this year, BJP will, as an organization, will stand up as a formidable political force in the country.
So since you mentioned Bihar elections, do you feel that alliance between Nitish and Lalu could be a threat?
We wish them well. They came together, they were together, they got separated. For many years they fought separately, they came back together. Let's hope they will continue togetherness until the next elections. As far as we are concerned, whether it is going to be a Maha Alliance or I don't know what will happen, because when it comes to sharing of the seats and all, lot of questions might arise, but whatever, we wish them well. Whether it is a Maha Alliance or it is individual parties, we take every election seriously. Also the Bihar election, we fight with all our strength. We hope to win that state.
There were news reports that maybe BJP wants to bring back Nitish and form an alliance before Bihar elections. Is that true?
No, totally baseless.
So it is seen that in the past assembly elections, that in all the elections, BJP fought alone, prefer to fight the election alone. Is it a strategy to move on alone as far as the BJP is concerned and not really get involved with the alliance party anymore?
No, that is actually not true. For example, we fought elections together with Telugu Desam party in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Only in Maharashtra, because of certain situation, we could not have alliance with Shiv Sena. But even in Maharashtra, we had alliance with 3 other parties.
Right.
And our alliance continues in states like Punjab. Yeah. And we have a new alliance partner in Jammu and Kashmir. So to say that we are averse to alliances is not true.
So it is seen that in some of the states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Odisha, West Bengal, BJP base is not so impressive. On these states, how are you planning to focus and flourish and establish your party?
See, Eastern India will be our focus area in terms of our expansion plans. Starting from Assam right up to Tamil Nadu and Kerala. 7-8 states are very important states where electorally we have not been very successful in the previous elections.
Right.
Excluding Assam, although Assam out of 14 we won half the seats. In the assembly also we have good presence there. But in West Bengal, Orissa, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, in these states electorally we have not been doing so well. So we are now focusing on those states. We want to strengthen our organization, party organization, so that by the time of next general elections, we would be able to get good number of seats from those states also. I just want to flag one important issue here. In the last parliament elections, we could not win many seats in those states. Nevertheless, we got good number of votes. Vote share has increased substantially, whether it is Bengal or Orissa. In all these states we had double-digit vote share. So with little more effort, little more strengthening of the organization, we hope that we would be able to convert this vote share into seats.
In the past 10 months, since the BJP government is in power, almost over 10 months, there had been major hue and cry in the parliament by the opposition party, not because of the governance of the government, rather because of some of the controversial statements made by some BJP members or MPs. How do you plan to handle it?
Now, see, firstly, the opposition is bankrupt when it comes to real political issues.
Right.
Because the government is doing its best. Last 10-11 months of Prime Minister Modi ji's government has been focused, development-oriented governance. That is how you can describe the last 10-11 months of our government. So opposition has no issues to attack the government. What they are doing is one statement here, one statement there, some individual member, whether it is a member of parliament or it is somebody else. They make it into a big issue, they try to stall the parliament, they create ruckus. While we do not condone any statements that hurt the sentiments of people of any cross section, any section of the society, we also have to condemn the attempts to get political mileage of those statements. Prime Minister says that no, we disapprove of this statement, yet the hangama continues.
Yeah.
Party says, no, that statement was not acceptable. We reprimand the concerned member, still the hangama continues. So this is because the opposition is totally bankrupt. They don't have real issues.
Will you do something to keep a check that such incident doesn't happen in future? Any kind of guidelines or regulation on that?
As far as our party functionaries or party leaders are concerned, party expects them to certainly have kind of a discourse that leads to healthy discussion in the country. That doesn't lead to unnecessary controversies and all. This is the expectation. This is conveyed time and again to all the members of the party. But sometimes, if some individuals or some groups in the country have views on certain issues, if they articulate those issues, we as a party, we only can give our opinion on those issues, whether we support that view or not. We are not going to issue gag orders to everybody in the country. We are not going to ask such and such organization to shut up. That we don't do. In this country, there is freedom of expression as long as that is not disturbing public order.
So then another issue is on banning beef in Maharashtra. That has been taken up as a religious concern. So what do you have to say on it?
It's very unfortunate. See, ban on cow slaughter is a part of our constitution. One of the directive principles of our constitution calls for complete ban on cow slaughter. It's not a religious issue. It's true that cattle wealth, especially cow, is considered sacred by a large section of our people. Hindus, Jains, all of them consider cow as a very sacred thing. But sacredness apart, it is a very major economic issue also. People who are not familiar with rural India, who are not familiar with the lives of our ordinary farmers, poor farmers, they are the ones who see communalism, religious angle in these issues. Cattle wealth is integral to our rural life, especially integral to the lives of our poor farmers. The milk that a cow gives in the house of a poor farmer is the nutritious component of their intake. If you deprive them of that nutritious intake component, their children will suffer.
Okay, so it's not a religious thing.
It's not a religious thing at all. It's a part of our very important part of our rural economy. From that point of view, if a given government, if a particular government, for example, government of Maharashtra or government of Haryana, if they think that it is necessary to impose restrictions on cow slaughter, it's purely for economic reasons. And I must tell you, on the issue of cow slaughter, there are restrictions in more than 20 states. Different kinds of restrictions are there. You cannot kill the cattle just like that. There are restrictions. You have to have a
already existing
from a veterinary doctor. Yes, there are restrictions.
Sir, you played a major role in the alliance between PDP and BJP, but there are certain issues which are still not settled, like Article 370 and AFSPA. What exactly your plans are and how do you carry it forward?
You see, the government in Jammu and Kashmir was formed on an alliance that is called Governance Alliance. The issues that you are talking about are political issues. This government is not formed on the basis of any political alliance. On these issues, whether it is 370 or AFSPA, we both parties, PDP and BJP, hold different views. That's why in the common minimum program we said, since we don't hold identical views on these issues, we will have a kind of a, like on 370 we said that we will maintain the present constitutional position. On AFSPA we said union government will take the final decision on AFSPA, not the state. But the alliance is for governance, giving good development focused governance to Jammu and Kashmir. That is the thrust of CMP.
So now land acquisition bill, it is becoming really tough for the government to handle, and parliament session is going to start again very soon. So what exactly is the plan?
There is a very big problem, the problem of perception, with regard to this land acquisition bill. In fact, the very name itself is a big misnomer. This amendment that we are bringing is to the original land acquisition bill of 1894. That bill was named Land Acquisition Bill. But this bill is about giving fair compensation and providing proper rehabilitation to farmers who will be affected by this acquisition activity under that bill. This is actually about compensation, it is actually about rehabilitation. We have tried our best to give best compensation, best rehabilitation measures for the farmers who will be affected. We have made sure that this whole acquisition activity will be limited to only governmental activity. No private fellow will be benefited by this act.
Right.
For infrastructure development, because India is looking for big growth prospects, for that you need to strengthen your infrastructure. Your road network has to grow, your railways network has to grow, your industrial corridors have to develop. Towards that end, when you acquire the land of the farmers, farmers should not be unjustly compensated. So, this bill is meant for giving proper compensation to the people, but unfortunately the opposition party, using the general rural situation today, because of untimely rains and all that, there is a general rural strife. Using that sentiment in the rural areas, exploiting their sentiment, they are projecting this bill as though it is against the farmers. It is actually for the interest of the farmers as well as for the interest of India's economic development.
Right. Thank you so much for talking to us, sir.
Thank you.